Thanks, Dan. Dan took some liberties of truth there.
No fact checkers.
Good. No recordings either. Thank you. Thanks to the Greater Cincinnati USBC Selection Committee, your officers, your directors. It's really an honor, and I'm humbled to be here, on this podium with and sharing it with Jason and Jerome. Before I begin what I'm going to say, let me introduce some family who I'm really delighted are here tonight. Hold your applause. First of all, my mother, Mary T. She's really making this moment special for me. My wife, Terry. My photographer, Terry. My sister, Gina. And my favorite nephew, even though he went to Clemson, Anthony Hughes. There's no way I could have worked, the jobs that I've had in the industry, the hats that I've worn, continue to wear, without the dedication and complete support of our extended family. And that's our all-star staff at Go Rainbow. They've maintained my father's friends, high standards, our management team, our mechanics, our customer service experts. Please raise your hands. You're here tonight, and thank you. While I was away from the center, accomplishing some of these things, these goals, they never missed a beat. Now, truth be told, I'm really not a very good bowler, okay? And it's humbling after, seeing these results. I mean, I knew Rumble was pretty good. Jesus, 23, 33. And me being here would really confuse the guys that I bowl with on Thursday night. And it probably confuses many of you. So I want to explain. I want to tell you a story, okay? It's brief, Rosie, it's brief, okay? It's a short story about connecting the dots. It's a story about the Ohio High School Bowling Project. And before I begin, it's important to recognize that there are similar efforts, and were similar efforts, all along the way going on right here in Kentucky. And many of the people here tonight were very involved in that project. Okay. First of all, I'm a businessman. Okay? I'm a bowling proprietor. In the 90s, the future of competitive bowling was in dire straits. The World War II generation, which had aged and were no longer the backbone of our business, and the baby boomers just weren't interested in the products that we had. Our State Proprietor Association had several meetings to examine this issue, and a high school bowling initiative was called for. I was asked to look into it, make a committee to identify the steps needed, and to connect these dots. It became the Ohio High School Bowling Project, and the objective at the time was to insert our products, bowling, into Ohio's 700 school districts as an interscholastic sport, recognized by the Ohio High School Athletic Association, UHSAA. In the fall of 2003, after personally meeting over 75 principals and athletic directors, we launched a demonstration high school bowling program. They complied with all the rules and regs of the OHSAA, and what sold it was that each individual center would underwrite the expenses for the schools that they sponsored, meaning we paid their lineage, we paid for their transportation, and we paid for their coaches for 3 years. That was our commitment. Before I go any further, I need to be clear that this story is not my story. Okay? None of this occurred without the full participation, as Dan said earlier, of our local bowling centers. Here tonight are Dan and Bo Bettinghouse, Jerry Bettinghouse, representing their 4 centers, Mike McDonald, Jimmy Lyles, and Jack Betts. Most of you may not know Jack Betts, but he holds a PhD from IBM in connecting the dots. Okay? And this project would never have succeeded without his close guidance. So back to the story. After 3 years, in 2006, after the demonstration program was completed, we were able to pass the torch. The OHSAA officially recognized bowling and conducted the first high school bowling state finals. Bowling state finals were the week before the wrestling state finals in Columbus. And the bowling state finals were 2 weeks before the OHSAA basketball state finals. Okay? Something was happening there. So this past February, 12 years after that, there were 842 teams, 427 boys, 420 girls teams entered the OHSAA State Bowling Championships. It had grown from 92 schools to 432. But here's the real crux to this story. Next February and the next February, there's going to be the same number of schools that compete in this tournament, except that 30% of the participants are going to be new. And those 30% that graduated are now going to be moved on from participating for 4 years in a competitive scratch bowling program. Maybe the membership committee could look into that. Okay? You should clap about that. That's, I say connect the dots. It's not like we knew what all the dots were. But Jack told me, he said, keep going, you'll figure out what dots you need, and we'll connect them. Okay, so, we adjusted our goals and objectives. It seemed like weekly we might have done it there for a few years. But now to conclude, I'm accepting this award tonight, but the movement's much bigger than me. Okay? I just had something bugging me, and a lot of guys support. Locally, this sectional of the local state bowling program includes Hamilton, Butler, Claremont, Brown, part of Warren counties. Okay? There are 68 high schools fielding bowling programs there. And here's another dot that needs to be connected. There's 68 athletic directors. There's over 100 coaches, okay, who, on their own, with no guidance from us, the proprietors from the USBC, no interface, they annually create new bowling programs. They organize them, everything from hiring coaches to arranging for transportation for the 24 matches that they're going to have, and all the details that go in for entering the state tournament. Okay? How many athletic directors are here tonight? How many athletic directors? Those 68 are here tonight.